It does come in 5 different colors. Thank you. All right. So this cardigan, when you slip that on in the green color over the coral, I would have never thought to put those two together. That's why I'm not a stylist. It looks fantastic. I love those colors together. This is butter knit, but it's not the ribbed butter knit, and we'll give you more details on that. It's $30. Just introduced earlier this month, actually on the 7th of the month. Only order of the year, and 3 easy pays here at $10. Extra small. Small, medium, large, extra large, 1, 2, 3X, I think 4 and 5X as well on this. So here it is in that green. Jenna, how would you describe this shade of green?
Wow, that's a tough one. I would say this
That's why I tossed it to you, Jenna.
Yeah, that's good. You know, it's a blue-green.
Yeah.
It's a muted blue-green. So it sort of is that kind of perfect balance between the two colors.
You know, it's so funny because if you look at the shot behind me, is a pillow that almost matches that perfectly.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes.
Right? That's kind of
Yes.
cool. And then the look of the wood buttons down the front on this. So that is your green. Here is your cream color, and again, very much like a beautiful sand color. Here's the color I've been wearing. This is blue, and it's sort of a bright navy. Here is your tan color. So here's cream and there's tan, so that you could see the difference. And with all the focus being on naturals, it'll be nice to have something like this. And then here's the pink. So that's going to match if you picked up the, what do we see in pink? The 2-piece, actually I could have put the pink on with my little jogger set because I've got the pink here with the mint, so you can play. And then black.
Yep. So Pat, this cardigan, you know, there's a trend in sportswear called the grandpa cardigan. And we loved it. It was like this oversized cardigan that you could wear with jeans and sweats. And we were trying to figure out, how do we translate that into a lounge cardigan? And this was the answer. And of course, it had to be butter knit because butter knit is so soft. It feels like butter. We love that fabric. And, you know, we did it with some fun details. The faux wood buttons, I think, are really special. It just adds like a really upscale touch to this cardigan. And we did a almost like, it is the perfect length where it's not oversized, but it's not fitted. So you can just throw this on over anything and it has an ease to it.
Yep. Totally agree with you on that. So it's not the old-fashioned cardigan where it would be a little longer, but it's not that real short one that would hit you at the waist. It hits you at just a really good area. I'm wearing a medium, and I'm 5'6", so you can kind of get an idea, you know, where it might hit you. Love the pockets. Thank you for the pockets.
Always. We will always have pockets. You know, funny story from my office. So our office, our MUK LUKS office, is sort of a loft in New York City. And the second you turn the air conditioning on, it is immediately freezing, like absolutely freezing. And so we all actually have different versions of this particular cardigan on the back of our chairs at work because it's so easy to put this on.
It's so easy, and it goes with everything. And it's not, sometimes sweaters feel like a bit much, where you don't have to worry about this at all. And I could also see with that trend which I like, the little bit of a preppy trend, if you wanted to go ahead and, you know, maybe you're walking the boardwalk, and when you get on there, before you get your ice cream, you've got these 2 pieces on. You can always, it's slinky and silky and so comfy. And then when it gets cold, you take it off of your shoulders and you actually put it on. Be great again if you're going on vacation, if you know you are looking for pieces that have that versatility. You found it here in this one.
Absolutely. And the butter knit part of this, I think, is one of the best pieces of this style because, you know, butter knit again is that poly spandex brushed fabrication that is really comfy. I mean, I say cozy because it actually is cozy, but it's light. It's lightweight. It's bouncy, so stretchy.
Year-round.
It's kind of the perfect fabric.
Totally agree with you on that one. Here's your pink. Here is that gorgeous green color. Here is your bright blue. your tan, or no, this is your cream, that's your tan. So cream is the lighter one, there's your tan. And then of course, how can you go wrong with the black? $10 will get this home. This is such a great, affordable line from MUK LUKS, and it all works together and with the other things that you already have at home.